My name is Sidoni Horn, and I am a 1693 scholar and a junior biology major and data science minor from Culver City, California. I want to extend my gratitude for your generosity towards scholarships at William & Mary. Without the 1693 scholarship, I would not be attending William & Mary. I am certain that the same applies to countless other students. Before enrolling at William & Mary, I attended my local public high school and spent most of my time deeply invested in two extracurriculars, circus arts and research. I performed with a youth circus troupe for 5 years, doing acrobatics and aerials. If you've ever seen Cirque du Soleil, that's basically the stuff we did. I also had the opportunity to learn about the research process through a wonderful program run by Los Angeles Audubon. Through this program, I got to conduct independent research for 3 years, learning how to write and present academic research, and I was also given guidance on the college process. That was how I found William & Mary. I was interested in environmental policy, and the environmental science and policy major that William & Mary offers was something I hadn't seen at any other college. I wanted a school that was not too big, but bigger than my high school. I wanted the chance to continue doing research, and I wanted to be somewhere where the faculty and administration would pay attention to me as an individual and help me work towards my goals. So, basically, William & Mary was perfect. There was one issue. The UC system is one of the best deals for California residents, and rationalizing paying for out-of-state tuition in Virginia was difficult. Enter the 1693 scholarship. I applied to William & Mary with the knowledge that if I did not get this scholarship, I would not be able to attend. The application process was difficult, but I walked away from finalist weekend completely in love with William & Mary. This scholarship made it financially feasible to attend school here, but it also brought an opportunity for a personalized college experience that I could not turn down. I truly believe that everyone at William & Mary has the opportunity to form personal connections with their professors and other students. But the 1693 scholarship is another level. From my first day on campus, Dan Crystal, the program's director, and Kim Van Duzen, the associate director, were in my corner. The other scholars were there to help me settle into campus life and make sure I had support. The support from this program has opened up many doors for me, on campus and beyond. I was able to get a research experience for undergraduates internship my freshman year, and I was also able to start research on campus from my very first semester of college. Over the past year, the Scholars Program has remained a grounding force when things got chaotic. We continued our weekly lunches, and I had some people to keep in contact with. Additionally, knowing that I could get summer research funding alleviated a lot of the stress last summer of trying to figure out what to do when internships and funding was being cut. The past year has really brought forward the importance of community and connections. As things open back up again, I'm looking forward to spending more time with this community in person, as well as being able to travel again for research and conferences. After graduation, I plan to go into wildlife conservation work, ideally working on GIS and data science related projects through nonprofits like the Wildlife Conservation Society. My hands-on coursework and previous research experience at William & Mary leaves me confident that I can achieve this goal. Additionally, the research I have worked on has helped me connect with other professionals in the field, which will be helpful for me as I begin my career. None of this would have been possible without the 1693 scholarship or your generosity. I am incredibly grateful for the opportunities I have been afforded and the experiences that William & Mary has given me. Thank you. Now, I would like to introduce President Catherine Rowe.
Welcome to our William & Mary faithful out west. I am thrilled to be able to share my gratitude with you personally. 1 year ago, William & Mary crossed the finish line in our For the Bold campaign. Our community raised just over $1 billion for William & Mary, including $303 million for scholarships. Our far-flung alumni, friends, and families were critical to the success. We established 545 new scholarships. Thank you for investing so generously in our students. Scholarships lift the next generation of great minds. Empowered by your philanthropy, William and Mary students propel our university forward with creativity and enthusiasm. This area of focus is especially important to me and my husband, Bruce Jacobson. We are proud to join you in supporting a scholarship at William and Mary. We have closed the books on For the Bold, yet scholarships will always be a priority going forward, so that William and Mary can recruit the brightest minds from across the nation and around the world. It's my pleasure to introduce one such bright mind now. Sage Stanish came to William and Mary from Alaska. With scholarship support, he is pursuing a double major in physics and math. I know you will find his story as inspiring as I do.
I think my dad put it the best way when I was leaving. He said, watch out down south, because it's not like it is up here. Up here, everyone's so worried about trying to stay alive and battle the elements, it's a tough place to live. The whole town supports you. Like when I graduated, everyone showed up. Like I shook everyone's hand. Everyone gave me a congratulations or like wish me well or was like, watch out for this, you sonny boy, So it's a very like tight-knit community. Solovia is on the Kenai Peninsula. The town has about 250 people population-wise. It used to be a Native Alaskan village, a fishing village that lived up in the bay. You do a lot of hard work, a lot of physical labor. Like our houses we built because you can't just buy a house. That's a lot. When we first showed up, we were in a sailboat, and we lived in a sailboat for the first year.
Sasha!
We threw up a quick, like 2-room stick frame to live in because you need a place to live. My dad's really, really proud of that, and we all are as a family. Like we all helped build it. We were one of the northernmost natural seaports, like back in the day. During the summers, I fish here locally. A bunch of boats here go out to Bristol Bay, which is a huge fishing industry. A lot of people fish. If you're able-bodied and strong enough, you're hopping on a boat for sure. There's a lot of money in fishing. Went and started fishing when I was 10. Starting my summer of my 16th year, I had a boat. I was skipper. I had a deckhand working under me. It was a learning curve for sure. It was really good for me. But you begin to break down, like all old fishermen break down eventually. You're sacrificing your body for money essentially, and it's not sustainable really, and it's also not what I want to do. I knew I didn't want to do fishing forever, and I always loved science and learning. If I could learn for the rest of my life and discover, that would be perfect. When I was young, I would draw these little diagrams. There was one where I was like, what happens if I stick 2 ends of an extension cord together? Will it infinitely generate power? That doesn't work like that. I think every kid at some point thinks I want to change the world, I want to go invent something. I think still somewhere that's what I want. I've grown up with fishermen my whole life, and they're great people, and I love them to death, and they a lot of them have raised me, but it's not for me, because I've seen it, and I see what it's like, and I know that's not something that I want to do. So I needed to get out. Colleges in the United States these days cost money, a lot of money. My family doesn't have like a bunch of money in the pocket. I mean, we have 3 kids in the family.
Come on. Listen when I say.
Going to college is such a huge hit that like there's no way I can afford it, and that much in loans would seriously change my path.
Since the day you left me, my whole world is up and gone.
Without the money from the scholarships, like I don't go to college, or at least I don't go to William and Mary. So I'd be fishing, probably.
Bring it on back, bring it on back, bring it on back. Won't you bring it on back to me? Just bring it on back, bring it on back. Won't you bring it on back? Baby,
I come from a very non-standard place where you have to like, grit your teeth and, push and do what you can.
won't you bring it on back?
I'd be so much different, without fishing and without like my dad yelling at me every day to get up and go split wood or help him build a house. All of that has seriously impacted like how I see the world.
And the beaches.
Someone who comes from not a lot or like comes from a strange place like this, my experience I think really is a benefit to the culture of William and Mary. I think it's really important to get students who usually wouldn't come to college like to an environment like that. Like if you don't have the means to go to college, this day and age, like you can't usually go without scholarship. And scholarships in general have given me that opportunity, and that means everything to me.
I think before I left for college, actually, I was walking through here and like it's dead quiet, snowing these big juicy snowflakes. I was alone skiing through, and I skied into this clearing, and there was 3 or 4 ravens just sitting on the bushes, all looking at me. And I stopped, and they're still looking at me, and they make these noises, these like coos in their throat. It was the coolest thing. So that was like my last moment before I like headed off to go visit William and Mary. That was really cool. It felt like a really cool send-off in the woods. So I don't know, there's lots of moments like that.
I think that the strength of the tribe is that we're all different and we're all from such weird niches that we come together and we learn from each other and we build on each other. To be honest, it's been the best 1.5 years of my life, and I think it'll be the best next 2.5 years of my life. It's absolutely amazing, and I can't thank everyone enough who made it happen. So thank you.
Ready? Yep, go ahead. So long.
It is a pleasure to speak with you about the importance of scholarships for our students. This is a topic that is personal to me. My brother and I were the first in our family to attend college, and it was a scholarship that made it possible for me, a kid from Kansas, to come to our university. One person's generosity long ago helped make my William & Mary experience possible. It's individuals, you and me, who now ensure that a William & Mary education is within reach for this generation of students. Scholarships afford students access to a life-changing education, one that prepares graduates to lead in their communities and in the country. I'm proud this is in the grand tradition of the alma mater of a nation. I'm proud to think of all the great leaders who came before us. And I'm proud of the William & Mary graduates making a difference wherever they find themselves. Scholarships, like the one I received, link one generation of William & Mary to another. They make a crucial difference today, and they will for all time coming. Thank you for ensuring that William & Mary's extraordinary education is within reach for this generation of world-changing students, and for all those yet to come. There is no better legacy to leave.
Hello, I'm Mikkel Harvey, a rising senior here at William & Mary. I'm a history major and play center on the men's basketball team. I'm from Southern California and attended Ocean View High School. In my hometown of Huntington Beach, I started playing basketball on and off at a young age, splitting my time between both football and baseball. In the 6th grade, I joined my first travel ball team and started focusing on basketball. During this time, I was training every week and playing games nearly every weekend. In high school, I realized just how good I could be at basketball if I stuck with it. Long days of schooling, in addition to working on my game, got me the attention of many schools from coast to coast. For college, I was looking for a place I could develop both as a student and a basketball player, while also looking for teammates I could call family. After taking visits to other programs and schools, none of them provided me with a balance that fit what I was looking for. When the first coach at William & Mary contacted me, I didn't know where or what the school even was. But what he was telling me about the school seemed to be exactly what I was looking for. After seeing me play a few games, I was invited out to check out the campus for myself. When I arrived, I was shocked by the beauty of both the campus and the city of Williamsburg. I accepted the scholarship offer shortly after, and I knew I made the right choice. I'm beyond thankful that basketball has afforded me the opportunity to earn a scholarship and to come play basketball at one of the best institutions in the country. While this past year has been drastically different from years prior, the Tribe Athletics program has been behind me and has ensured my continued success at the college. Through the many ups and downs this past season, my teammates have been there every step of the way. While we couldn't travel home for the holidays, as a team, we were able to make the most of it. Eating Thanksgiving dinner together as a team was a moment I'll remember for a lifetime. After leaving the college, I would like to pursue a career in the professional basketball sphere, either as a player or something off the court. No matter what path I take, I'm confident that William & Mary has prepared me for a successful career. Your support to scholarships gives William & Mary students like me the opportunity to pursue our dreams. Thank you.
Thank you for the scholarship, which helped me attend the College of William & Mary.
My scholarship has allowed me to do something that no one else in my family has done before, and that's being able to attend college.
I am now the first in my family to go to college, and this scholarship has made such a huge difference in our lives.
The scholarship that I received really helped me to make sure that I could attend William & Mary and get my degree.
With your support, I've been able to not only go to the school of my dreams, but give back as an RA.
This scholarship was integral in helping me pursue an education in STEM.
Thank you so much for your financial support in my education. Your help has made it possible for me to pursue my dream of getting a PhD in physics.
Thank you so much. The scholarship is helping me afford my tuition and pursue my dream career.
Thank you for your generosity. It has gone leaps and bounds in helping me achieve a higher education, and I cannot say thank you enough for your kindness.
My scholarship is helping me make the most of my time at William & Mary.
You're making a very big difference in my life, and I'm very grateful for that, so thank you so much.
I'm so grateful for your support. Thank you so much for believing in students like me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.